District Court of County, Washington, State of Michigan, is not access to the Defendant Simpson reside.
You may be seated. And my apologies, folks. There's seems to be a lot going on in this county. You may be seated. All right. We'll need Mr. Henry. Oh. Let's call the case. People, State of Michigan versus Emmanuel Henry.
Thank you.
All right.
Officer Cook was present. He and his field training officer had to leave. I let the council know that before they left, and I said if I have to request a continuance for their testimony, if there would be no objection. She said there would not be an objection. She also asked the reciprocal of me that if she wanted to call them, I wouldn't object to a continuance either. That's true. I don't anticipate that I'm going to meet them, but should I just wanted to put that on record.
Okay, and just to be clear, even if there was an objection, the delay needs to be in coming out, because I was informed that it was 2 o'clock that they needed to leave, and that delay was certainly not my fault. I was ready to come, but it attributed to the court. So I just want to lay that out there. Wow, it's been a day. All right.
And if I may call my first witness.
Yes, you may proceed. And please come forward and be sworn.
See, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to testimony about the guilty, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. State and spell your first and last name for the record.
You may inquire.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Susan, do you recall the events of April? Let me take a step back. I apologize. There's one thing that I said I would do first. I apologize. Your Honor, Ms. Susan has a fidget cube in her hand that helps her sometimes relax. Would you mind if she presses some of it? It makes a clicking noise.
It does. Okay. So I'm not going to have an issue with you having it. That's fine. The only issue is going to be if you press it. No, just try to do it underneath the thing, because that way those microphones are sensitive, and then somebody over here on my left gets upset, then I have to deal with it, then it becomes a big mess. Okay, so if we can do it that way, that'd be fine. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hold on one moment. Emily, please let me know if it's causing a problem. I know, because you're shy. So. Okay, all right, okay. You may proceed.
Do you recall the events of April 3rd, 2024?
Yes, I do.
On April 3rd, 2024, at any point were you in the area of 2707 Arrowwood Trail, Ann Arbor, Michigan, Washington County? What is located at that address? Is it a home? Is it an apartment? Okay. Do you know the specific apartment number? 2707 is the address for that unit.
Yeah.
Thank you. You said Emmanuel. On April 3rd, 2024, who was Emmanuel to you?
Well, yeah, we had been hanging out for a few weeks. So.
Okay, and the reason I'm asking, I understand. The reason I'm asking this is because there are legal differences when assaults occur on somebody that are in romantic relationships.
Yes, there was.
You're hanging out in some type of romantic relationship?
Yes.
Just an undefined, we're not sure what it is yet.
Yes.
I understand, thank you. You said that the two of you had been hanging out, you said for a couple of weeks before that?
3 weeks or so.
Thank you. If you were to see him again, would you recognize him? Is he present in the courtroom today? Could you please identify him for the record by telling us where he is and what color he's wearing?
Wearing orange at the defendant's table.
Thank you. Please let the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant.
Without objection, record show so reflect.
Thank you. Do you recall approximately when on April 3rd, 2024, you were at the defendant's grandma's home?
Yeah, I got to work at 9:30 and I went there, so it's probably between 9:30 time when I got there.
Are we talking AM or PM? No, that's okay. Thank you so much. You get over there, and when you get over to the home, is the defendant there? When you initially make contact with the defendant at that address, are things going okay? Are things amicable at first? Is there a point that things are no longer going okay? What happens first that, I'm gonna use the word cause, but I'm not using it properly. What is the turning event?
Yeah, so cause I'm so much. I was trying to order diamonds to have it delivered, and even as you said here, Arrowwood Trail, I wasn't sure on the Arrowwood what. So I was trying to put the address into my phone, and it simply was then you took my phone, and I said, no, I can do it, and tried to, I went to get my phone back, and everything just exploded into this, I don't know, and I went Rachel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Break that down just a little bit thank you so much, before we get into the next part. So you have your phone in your hand. Is it a cell phone?
Yes.
And I see, and our words are being recorded, but I see you're fumbling with your thumbs as if you would be texting or using your thumbs to type on a cell phone.
Yes.
You said the defendant took your phone?
Right, because I was putting in Arrowwood, just almost at Arrowwood, I didn't know if it was apartments, trail, village, etc. And so I was asking him, and then he took my phone as he was gonna put it in, and I went to put it back, as in I did it myself on my phone.
When you took the phone back from him, is it a calm environment?
No, then he gets up, walk out.
Who said that? The defendant said that to you? Are you referring to him as Eli?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah.
And so that's how you refer to him. Okay, thank you. He told you to get out, and what happened next?
I kind of was stunned. I didn't understand. I was like, what? And then it was like, okay, whatever. And I saw the date pen that I given him, and I went, I'm taking this one. And he grabbed me from behind at that point, and I just I don't know, let go of it. I didn't, all kind of, it was overwhelming. I didn't expect that. For him to grab me, and then he started pushing me out the door. And there's like a landing, there's out his door. There's like it's not very much room before the landing and on the stairs. So, and that was my first time being there. So he's pushing me out the door and towards the stairway, or the stairs, and I was just, like I say, overwhelmed and not wanting to be pushed downstairs to get out. And so if that's what the thing was, but I was by no means trying to disrespect his house or stay there.
I'm going to break that down a little bit. When he grabbed you from behind, could you describe how he grabbed you?
Around my arms, like kind of like a reverse barrel.
So is he using both of his arms and and he's behind you and are both of, I apologize for interrupting. No, that was my fault for interrupting, sorry. And are his arms connecting together in front of you? Like that type of bear hug?
So it's just like fumbling to grab the bait.
Oh, he's reaching to grab the
Yeah,
bait.
I just said, like, oh, at that point, it wasn't worth it.
And now I want to better understand the door. Where in the apartment are you when you are trying to put that address in on your phone?
Upstairs in his room.
And so when you were saying, when you get out his door, are you referring to his bedroom door? I understand. So he's pushing you out his bedroom door toward the stairs that are located inside the apartment.
Oh,
Thank you, Your Honor. Was he saying anything during this?
Yeah, he's telling me to get out.
And you were mentioning that there is a place that has a landing. Is it in the middle of the stairs or somewhere else?
Okay, so the floor, the level of the top stairs, and it was down, there's like landing and then the stairs. So it's upstairs, the landing, full set of stairs.
I understand. Thank you.
Robert, I could draw it, but.
That's okay. So there are a few stairs landing and then the majority of the stairs.
Down, like a square, and then, yeah, stairs. I mean, sorry.
No, that's okay. You're helping us. Thank you. When do you get to the stairs?
Right next, right at the bottom.
And what happens near the stairs?
He basically stopped and said, you know what, and then grabbed a machete from behind him, because when I looked, he said, you know what, and I see him walk back machete.
Where is he?
We're about chest to chest. We're right next to each other, because he was pushing me, and I turned around and he said, you know what, and there I was.
Has he exited his bedroom or is any part of him still in his bedroom?
No, we're both outside the bedroom. Definitely.
Is there a hallway that you're in before the stairs?
Yeah,
Where did the machete come from?
I'm not even sure, it might have been in the, and I just like,
sustained.
What did he say? I apologize. You know what? Is that what he said? Before you turn around and see the machete, and have you said that he had it raised? You're showing us that with your arm. Thank you. Had you ever seen this machete before? Could you describe what it looked like now, please?
it looked new, it was shiny, I thought it was shiny, because I thought it was a huge blade. But as far as the handle or anything like that, I couldn't say it was dark.
I have some really silly questions to ask you. What makes you say that it's a machete?
The side, I couldn't know the shiny, it's the side of the blade.
And I apologize for my silly questions. Is the blade straight or is it curved at all?
That's a great question. I wouldn't want to answer that.
You don't know.
I can say it.
That's fair. Are there any areas on this machete that look sharp?
It was shining, it looked sharp. Again, I couldn't specify whether it was blunt or.
I'm more so going to, how did it make you feel?
Oh, I was scared of that. I was scared of that. I'm not like, I had that happen before, it would be okay, but I've never had that happen, and it was so out of the blue that it really. It really shocked me. It shocked me and scared me, and I just wasn't expecting it, and not from him, and. I was scared of it.
Thank you.
I'm scared. I gave my shoes, he threw my shoes at me.
Once you left, what did you do?
I got my car. I drove out of the, I called 911 and I drove out of the complex. I wasn't comfortable staying in the complex. I went on Pontiac Trail to wait.
You said you called 911. Did you use your cell phone to call 911? So you were able to make it out of the apartment with your cell phone? Did you have contact with the police? Did you speak with them in person?
Yes.
That same night? Thank you. Your Honor, may I have one moment?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Thank you. Cross-examination. Yes, you may. If you guys are talking Miss Gaines, you may want to mute you have to hold it, however. There you go.
Ms. Simpson, you said that you had been hanging out with Mr. Henry for about 3, maybe 4 weeks. Is that right? And how long had you known him before you started hanging out?
I mean, not only mom just graduated from work. I see him in a few times.
So would I be correct in stating that the total time you'd known him would also come to about 3 to 4 weeks?
No.
No. Would it be that you've known him a year?
No, absolutely not. Okay.
And did you know him 3 months?
I would say 2 months.
2 months. And you said that you knew him because he would frequent your place of employment. Is that correct? And that's the Cloud Dispensary. Is that correct? Now, during this time that you have been hanging out over these few weeks, would I be correct in stating that you had never before been inside his grandmother's house? And that is where Mr. Henry was living at that time, at his grandmother's house. Is that correct?
Sorry.
And you had been outside of that house before, been to that address, is that right? That particular day, would I be correct in saying that Mr. Henry's grandmother was not at home? And she was actually out of town and not expected home? Is your place of employment closer to Mr. Henry's home than your own? And would I be correct in stating that Mr. Henry said that would be okay for you to come over so that you would be able to go to work from there as opposed to home the next day?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's 3 minutes away. It's not a big deal.
Okay. So I understand you said it's not a big deal for you. My question is, was that was that his invitation? Is my question.
Your honor, to hearsay and to speculation.
Your Honor, it would be
Well,
fine to speak.
overruled. I'll allow it for limited purpose. Go ahead, Ms. Gaines.
The purpose of the visit was not for me to be close to work. It was just to come over. Had nothing to do with being close to work. I grew up every day. Good work.
So are you unable to answer if he invited you for that reason? Am I correct in stating that he invited you to come over and stay that night in part so you could be close to it?
Yes, there's no in part.
There's no in part. So that was never part of the invitation. Okay. Now you stated that at that point, you brought a vape from your job for him. Is that correct?
No.
No.
About a week prior, he tried to jump out of my car and lost his vape. And so I was kind enough to give him mine.
So that
Cartridge and battery. I was also kind enough to do a lot of things for him. I just didn't feel the need for him to keep more of my stuff or keep doing things for him when he told me to get the F out of his house.
would I be correct in stating that that evening that you were smoking with him?
We hadn't smoked because it was minor games. Oh, no, you know what? We had smoked. You're right. You're right. We had smoked. Or I
And would I be correct in stating that you smoked marijuana?
Objection. Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled. I figured that's what it was, but go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the answer to the question.
Absolutely. I'm not the part.
Now at the now you stated that at some point you were in Mr. Henry's bedroom there at the Airwood address, is that right?
Yes.
And that he wanted you to leave, correct?
Very hardly, yes.
And that he there was a point in your testimony where you stated something about if that's disrespectful, then I was being disrespectful. Do you recall that part of your testimony?
His claim was that I was disrespecting his grandmother's house, which I didn't. Anything. He was disrespecting his grandmother's house. I had me over. I had done nothing to disrespect his grandmother's house. That's all. So his claim for me to get out was invalid. If he had asked me to get out, I would let him.
So he did not.
No, get the fuck out and start pushing out his house.
So is it your testimony then that because he said get the fuck out or get the F out, that you, so is your testimony then because he put his hands on you that you weren't gonna leave?
I was leaving. I had every intention of leaving.
Okay,
Why did I stay somewhere where somebody put their hand on me?
I guess I just was a little confused by your answer. So at that point, he was asking you to leave or he was, may I finish my question, please? Thank you. At that point, when he was telling you to leave and accusing you of being disrespectful to his grandmother's home, is that correct?
No, he didn't tell me about it being disrespectful.
Okay.
I know why.
And how much later then, when he asked you, when he initially said for you to leave?
That's not because he's not giving me also stealing his wallet and something else. That's him.
Now, at the point where the two of you were outside of his door by the steps by the steps, you had not gone down to the landing, or were you on the landing part?
I don't know.
And at that point, are you facing the steps or in a different direction?
He's pushing me, my back, towards the steps. So I'm taking the steps.
So you are facing the steps. And it's your testimony that would I be correct in saying your testimony is that he was pushing you that whole time?
Yeah.
You said previously that you had not seen a machete when you walked into the bedroom. Is that correct? And what time of day was it?
I already figured it was around 10 o'clock. Yeah. You guys like something things.
I know you stated you arrived. I just wanted to find approximately what time of day it was when this was happening. And it was close in time to your arrival. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, I was really happy.
Thank you. And is it your testimony that all the lights were out in the bedroom? And this whole time that you're facing the stairs, he is, by your testimony, pushing you out?
It's a set. This room is like, right. Closer than the well, exactly, closer.
Is it as, you said it's not far, approximately, where would you say his room was in relation? You can point out something else in the courtroom if that would make.
If the doorway's here and you go to the landing and the stairs are gonna be about here, like it's close, there's a hallway, there's a landing, there's stairs. And the house, I can't, I was there once, that's my best recollection. Hallway, room, stairs, or landing, stairs.
Your Honor, no, no. Your Honor, would I be correct in saying that that was about maybe 5 feet? From,
We're about 6 to 8.
6 to 8, thank you. So approximately 6 to 8 feet. Now, so at this time, would I be, you're saying that he was pushing you, and then all of a sudden you see a machete in his hand. Is that correct?
No, he's pushing me in, and I'm like, I see the stairs, and so I'm pushing back on him, and then he says, you know what? And I turn and look at him, and that's what I see.
And at that, and this whole time he's been pushing you closer and closer to the stairs, is your testimony.
Yeah.
Now, would I be correct in stating that when you initially called 911, that you had some hesitancy in terms of reporting this?
Yeah, I'm in trouble. He's okay, still okay.
Now, in terms of your ability to describe the machete, you stated that you cannot tell if the blade were curved or straight. Is that correct? And you cannot tell the color of the handle. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Would I be correct in stating that you made a statement to officers once you met them outside of the complex that night?
Yeah.
And at the time it was close in time to the event. At the time you gave the statement, it was close in time to the event. And at that time, isn't it correct that you told the officers that he had never threatened you or threatened your life with the machete? And that prior to their arrival, you had been in communication with Mr. Henry, who accused you of stealing his wallet. Is that correct? And you did not seek medical attention. Is that right? You want me to have a moment, please? Those are my questions for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Redirect.
Do you recall the defense attorney asking you questions about information that you told the police? Yes?
Yes, that's right.
No, that's okay. You don't have to apologize. It's just that we're being recorded. Thank you so much. Ms. Gaines asked you about a statement that is in the police report about you telling the police that he didn't threaten your life. Do you recall that line of questioning? Okay, hold on a second. Okay, let me just take it from there, okay? Thank you so much. So what she was referring to is the police report says, Susan stated Henry never threatened her life or threatened to use the machete, but she was scared for her life. Do you remember telling the police that?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay.
But he didn't, like, say, now I'm dealing with this.
And that's what I wanted to ask you. That's what I wanted to ask you. Let me ask it this way. Did he ever use his words to say, I'm going to kill you?
Like, every time I know him.
While he's holding the machete.
Oh.
But did you feel physically threatened?
What I thought was a big.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all I have. Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else? Ms. Gaines?
Yes, please, Your Honor. Thank you. At any point, are you stating that he swung the big knife at you?
He just like tapped back in. Good enough for me to get the, I got it. Not that I wasn't already.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Anything else?
Nothing but the people. Thank you.
All right. You may sit down. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people have no further witnesses, and I'm not requesting a continuance for the police officers. However, I did talk to defense counsel before that, so I'm not sure if she's requesting their presence at all.
Just kidding.
No, it's not.
You're not requesting anything. Okay. All right. I have a motion.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, people motion to find no information as written.
Response.
Your Honor, we object to the
Court looking at the testimony, the court believes based upon the testimony of Ms. Simpson that people have sustained their burden of showing that the offense of assault with a dangerous weapon has been shown by a standard of probable cause. So the court will find the defendant over on the charge in count 1 with count 2 following.
Your Honor, we acknowledge receipt of the information, waive its reading on the record at this time, claim is just to stand mute.
Different. Defendant having waived from reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be set for
July 10th at 1:30 before Judge Conlon.
July 10th, 2024, 1:30, Judge Conlon. Bond will continue. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. 14A stands adjourned.